Good morning. Hello, Tanya. I'm just going to hopefully give everybody a few minutes to come into the live. I know I don't usually do them in the mornings, but I thought I'd try something different. Truthfully, evenings for me are much harder to do lives because, especially this time of year, once supper's done and it's dark as can be out, I'm done for the evening. I'm in my jammies and ready to just, veg for the rest of the night. So I thought I'd try a morning live. Excuse me. Still getting over whatever yuck we have going on in our house today. So all four of us are sick now, so that's just fun. So I got my tea. Everybody get time to get tea and coffee. New mug that I found, and I love it because it actually says tea on it. Most mugs have something about coffee on them. We don't drink coffee in this house. So it was nice to find something with tea. It says I have 3 people, so if anybody else is in watching, let me know. Say hello. So today is just going to be basically a wrapping up of the collaboration that I started the beginning of the month. What homesteading means to me / us. Misty from, I know I'm going to say this wrong, Thrifty-ish Farmhouse Mama. Oh gosh, I know I'm going to say it wrong. Hold on. I have it on my notes here. Thrifty Farmish Mama. Misty. Her video went up this morning. I started watching it. I'm halfway through it. So far, it's wonderful. Misty, if you're watching, it's wonderful. I'm going to watch it when I'm done my live because, I've been dealing with sick kids and dogs that don't want to go out in the rain because it is pouring rain here. It feels like September. I actually have our heat off right now because it's that mild out. And I have a sweatshirt on and I'm dying. Hello, Dave. Good morning to you. It doesn't look like Christmas here at all. It did. We had quite a snowstorm. Was that 2 weekends? 2 weekends ago. And now it's green as can be again. We got little bits of snow. I'm just looking, little bits of snow, but that will be gone by the end of today. It is pouring so hard out here right now. Like just buckets. It's pouring buckets here. So it's kind of depressing. It's gloomy and it doesn't feel like December's tomorrow. In the next couple of days, like we go really cold later today and we have big windstorm warning, which stinks because wind makes me nervous. They are calling for above normal temperatures. After today, it gets cold for a bit tonight, and then we go back up above normal for the next couple of days and a lot more rain coming. So we shall see. I like snow. I love snow, especially for Christmas. Ask me again in February how I'm feeling about it, but at least up until Christmas, I love the snow. And it's a lot easier to get the dogs to go out in snow than it is in rain. They're not having it today, especially the puppy. So yeah, as I was saying, Misty's video went up this morning, so that's the last of the videos. There was some kind of, I don't know if it happened because when I got hacked and I had to stop the collab for a couple of days until we knew what was going on, but something happened and Dave and Robin from Holly Abbey Homestead, for some reason, their name got left off of the new revised list I sent out. I have no idea what happened. Some of us have them on our playlist. Some of them don't. So they thought that they weren't part of the collab anymore. So unfortunately, their video never went up. But if you all have a chance to check them out, they have a great channel, Holly Abbey Homestead, Dave and Robin. They've got a great channel, what they're doing with their homestead and everything. So please check them out. And I apologize to them. I don't know what happened, why they weren't included in I guess I did a revised list and I don't know what happened. So they're on my playlist. They're on, I think, Tanya's playlist from Nightfall Homestead. I know they're on Misty's playlist today because I did see that. So you can find them on some of them, but for some reason they're not on all of them and they thought they weren't part of the collab anymore for some reason. So I apologize again, and I probably won't host another collab for a little while between being hacked and just, everything that's going on. It was a lot of work, but I enjoyed it, and I loved watching all your videos. They were awesome. Oh, good morning, Anne, which is my middle name, by the way, with no E. I was just talking to my cousin who lives in Abbotsford, British Columbia, and she said they had snow. And we're basically having their weather is what we're having. So yeah, weird. So I guess one of the things I just wanted to talk about with the collab was I noticed the theme for almost every video. A lot of them had the same themes. A lot of them talked about being more self-reliant, not depending on the grocery stores or whatnot. Freedom came up a lot in the collabs. I wrote down my thoughts. I'm trying to find. Can you tell I'm not ready this morning? Did I mention we've all been sick? But I do have, if I can find it. I did write it down. Let me see. I know I have it here somewhere. Nope. I shouldn't be looking while I'm on a live, but I'm gonna. So yeah, so I definitely noticed quite a few themes with the and I noticed a lot of people didn't grow up homesteading or farming. A lot of people have come to it as adults. Some people did have a connection to homesteading or farming as children. I mean, my husband grew up on a farm, but I found it. Okay. So some of the common themes I noticed in the videos, I said before: freedom, opportunity, self-reliant, providing for your family, a slowing down pace of life, which is kind of an oxymoron because we say we are slowing down, but you're never bored when you're homesteading. You're never bored. There's always something to do, even in the off season, especially if you have a lot of animals. I mean, they don't care if it's winter, so you're still taking care of them. Hello, Darren from Thorhaven Farms. Thank you for dropping by. So, but yeah, I noticed everybody's videos had that kind of same theme. So, yeah, I really enjoyed them. I'm going to figure out how to make a playlist of everybody's videos and share that on my community tab. I hope to do that today. We will see how the day goes. I am feeling probably 50% better than I did yesterday. Yesterday was a rough day. But I also now have 3 people in my house who are sick. So I'll be doing a lot of mom duties today. And I hope to film a video today for Sunday. So yes, yep, that's what I found too, Dave. Yep. Yes, I think it is too. Absolutely. Mary Lynn, hello. So yeah, so I found it interesting that it may mean different things to all of us, but there was a lot of commonality too with all of us, which is what I expected, to find, because there are some things that are commonality. But it was wonderful to see everybody's different opinions and stuff. And and that's what you're going to see in my video. You're going to see all kinds of things, or excuse me, on my channel, because it's just our lives, and homesteading just is a part of our life. It's just our life. Like, we don't think of it as separate. Anything we do is considered homesteading, because that's just it. It's our lifestyle. We don't think of it any different. So in the wintertime, you're not going to see a lot of gardening things, because I live in zone 5B in Ontario, Canada, and I'm not growing things outside this time of year. And I don't have a greenhouse, which I would love to have. Maybe down the road we'll have one, but it's not happening right now. And I don't have the space to even do one in the house. Seed starting this year is going to be very interesting because we now have this treadmill that our garage isn't heated, so we can't keep it out there in the winter. We found that out when we had that really bad cold snap. All the computerized stuff in it does not like it being very cold. So we've had to move that into my area, which we call the store, which also used to be my crafting area, which is also where I had all my seeds starting last year. So it's going to be interesting this year where I'm going to be able to set that up. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm not even going to worry about it, because that's a few months from now. So hopefully something magical will happen and I'll figure it out. So are you all ready for Christmas? We are, I'll say we're done in the house. You can see our big tree behind us. That was the video I put up yesterday of us decorating that. Tomorrow's video will be Grace and I finishing everything. Outside we were going to do, and then we got this warning about the windstorm. So I'm glad we didn't do outside yet, because we would just have to bring probably everything in anyway. So yeah, we'll be decorating this weekend for outside, then it'll be officially done. A lot later than usual. Life just happened. We don't have, our Thanksgiving is in October for my American friends. So pretty much after Halloween is done here, well, we don't start decorating until after Remembrance Day here, which is November 11th, which is Veterans Day in the States. And that's a personal choice. If you decorate before then, I don't hold it against you at all. That's the whole point of being in a free country. You're free to decorate for Christmas whenever you want. And I would never shame anybody for decorating before then. It's more important that you just, it's more important to me that you just remember the veterans and you think of them 365 days a year, not just one. My husband is a veteran. So he feels the same way. It doesn't bother him if people decorate early. So anyway, so yeah, so we tend to start pretty early, usually around my birthday, in November. I'm starting and finished. It used to take me, I used to start like the 1st of November inside, because it would take me all of November into December to decorate. I have scaled down a lot the last couple of years, a lot. So so yeah, so the collaborations all wrapped up. I am in 2 collaborations for December. One is next week, which I have to film like now. I've been meaning to film it, but life's just been getting in the way. It airs the 7th of December. It is a dehydrating for Christmas collaboration that I'm going to be a part of. So that one's December 7th. That's also the day I'm having dental surgery, which happens to be a Wednesday. So I'll probably be live next week, daytime or evening, because of the surgery. I don't know what to expect. So you're probably left on hand, but thank you for dropping by. I'm actually debating about switching my lives to Saturday afternoons. It would certainly be more convenient, at least this time of year, to do them then. According to YouTube analytics that you get, it tells me that it's the day to do a live for me. It seems to be when most of my subscribers are on. So I might try that. I might even try it this Saturday. We'll see how everybody's feeling and what's going on. I'm also making personalized elves that I'm selling, and I got 6 of them that need to be done by Saturday. So I have to get those done too, but we'll see if I can get one done this Saturday or not, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I like the daytime ones, but I know a lot of people work, so they can't be watching during the day. So it's just trying to happy meeting everybody. So I do enjoy going live. I will admit I find it hard doing it every week, and it's very hard when it's just me. You know, I like to talk, but even run out of things to talk about. So, like today, I'm not sure much more I'm going to talk about. I've talked about the collaboration and everything. So, if anyone has questions, you can ask me some questions since we have 4 watching. Yeah, it probably won't be a long live by any means. I'm starting to sweat. I think maybe my has come back. Well, I don't know what we don't have any word. I can tell you that. We know for sure we have that. We just have some kind of yeast that's going around. A lot of colds. David, we think, has a sinus. I hope it's not an infection. I hope it's just a sinus cold. But I find most surprising about the collabs. One, if people came to this lifestyle as adults. They had, excuse me, they had, yeah, they didn't grow up, you know, the majority of people did not grow up on farms. They came to the lifestyle later in life. So that was surprising. If you, yeah, that's what I meant. I think fever's breaking. Because I was freezing yesterday, and then half the day I was sweating again. So yeah, the fact that people came to it later in life, how we all have the same opinion about it. And then the difference in the amount of food that, like you, dairy, how much food you're growing. Like, I mean, like, what do you go to the grocery store for? You have to go for dairy. I don't think you don't get milk from any of your cows, do you? Or do you? Maybe you do. But for those you don't know, Darren and them just processed one of their Highland cows. And I think you said so far was like 160, was it 167 pounds so far that you processed? Was it, am I wrong? So that was interesting. And then see people like us on a small scale who own chickens for eggs right now. We are, my internet going out? Okay. We are in the spring to get meat birds and also 2 turkeys to raise for the seasons next year. Seasons, we'll see. So yeah, I think that was the most surprising. How many of us have come to this later in life? That really surprised me. And what surprised me too is how many people took chances and didn't like huge chances. Like some people sold everything, moved cross country, to start this. And the other thing too that didn't surprise me because we feel the same way, but everybody also said they wouldn't change anything. Like they love the light, they love it, and they know that this is something that is going forward, is just their lifestyle. So that it surprised me, but it didn't, if that makes sense. Like, had any regrets about doing it. So I think that says a lot about homesteaders. No, dairy is a big one for us. It's why we're working towards having goats. Okay. Yeah. I didn't think you did dairy. So, I mean, dairy is a big thing with us, with our son. We go through so much dairy. We just aren't in the position to have a dairy cow right now where we are. Luckily, everything's in back of our house, so nobody would necessarily see anything, but big BUT. Yeah. We'll see. We actually are planning, maybe this might not be our forever homestead. Aiden graduates high school in 3 years, God willing. And I know he will. He is a fabulous student. He graduates in 3 years, and we are considering that east for the rest of our lives. So David's originally from New Brunswick. I'm originally from Maine. We miss down east terribly. We miss the ocean, especially. And we'd like to get something that has a lot more land so we could have more opportunities. We would love to do Christmas trees. We, would love to have a Christmas tree farm that we could have, cut your own kind of thing. So who knows? Who knows where the road's going to take us, right? So maybe in the next few years, we will have a dairy cow. But by then, we probably won't have as many. We won't have Aiden living at home, probably. Like, who knows, right? With the economy and the way things are. We won't go through as much dairy. So I'd like to get a mini Jersey. So David is like, he's retired from full-time military. He's in the reserve. So he would just need to look for, he would just look for a reserve position. The contract with the one here is good for another 9 years. And then he would retire completely. That's our plan. And retire even sooner, make enough money off the home we're in, and we go down, or, last, we'd have no mortgage. So that would be like the real big dream. Tanya, I would go back to the States if it wouldn't be so difficult having 3 Canadian family members. The kids could apply for citizenship, but we would have to go through a whole bunch to get citizenship. So I know we're going to stay in Canada. It's just where in Canada. So if he did want to, if he does end up to still work, there's reserve positions in Gagetown. that he could probably apply for. And they're always looking for reserve members. There's so many positions open right now in the Canadian Reserves. They need people desperately. So yeah, be illegal immigrants. So we never thought Ontario would be our forever place. We didn't. That's why we put off. I mean, one of the reasons we put off buying our own place for so long is because I don't want to buy a place, fall in love with it, and move. Like, I mean, it's going to have to be pretty much near perfection, the place we find. Like, it's going to have everything we want, and just something that we're like, okay, yeah, this is what we're looking for, because moving sucks. And in the military, moving, we have to do it all ourselves and everything. So that might be fun. And yeah, so we said the heck with it there after I got sick the first time, and said, what are we waiting for? Like, you know, even if we're only 10, 15 years, that's 10, 15 years we have our own home, and we get to enjoy living in space and having our own property to do with what we want and stuff. So we bought thinking we were going to stay here, but the last 2 years have kind of changed our minds a bit. Excuse me. Just a second. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. You didn't need to see that on camera. So yeah, the last 2 years have made us really think about leaving Ontario. So, like I said, we never thought we'd stay here anyway. So we'll see. Things I can't grow. I've been stockpiling flour. Yep, us too. I have got quite a bit of flour in my freezer right now. I just got another big bag of sugar, and we don't drink coffee, so we don't stockpile that. But I've been stockpiling tea. Definitely, basically, yeah, the stuff I can't grow. And when I do see things on sale for a good price, like the peppers, I bought peppers last week. Peppers because they were such a good deal. And I've already gone through several bags of what I've already frozen. So I thought I might as well buy some more and freeze them. So because I don't buy them normally this time of year because they're ridiculous. We've talked about moving. Oops. Why aren't you working? Yeah, I know. Yeah, basically, we want to buy somebody's homestead that's already done all the work and not for $1 million. So there's what we think is perfect and perfect. I know that cosmetically we have to do some stuff to the house. I get that, but we don't want to have to do any major renovations. We don't want to worry about having to put on a new roof. We don't want to have to worry about putting in a new furnace. We don't want to worry about a new hot water tank. Well, they don't have on-demand hot water tank. That'll be the first thing we change with the house, because we have one here and I'll never live without another one again. Just, and already having a barn built would be great. Absolutely great. And having lots of acreage would be great. Yep, absolutely. Because without flour and sugar, I can't do my Christmas bake or any kind of baking that I do. So, and we've absolutely been making sure our store that we call it, our stockpile, is that we, yeah, exactly. I will say, Easters love their wallpaper. So a lot of places we've been looking at online the last little bit has been so much wallpaper. Like, it's just like, and we've dealt with that before, and the thought of dealing with that again, but I could not live with it. It's hideous. And very old. I think it's from the 60s and 70s. And I don't get the bright red kitchens, a lot have planted. It's not my style. If it's your style, fine. But I'm not a red person to begin with. And to have red in my kitchen just makes me think like there was a massacre in there or something. So, yeah. But definitely the stuff outside. We did see a place yesterday, 6 bedrooms and 3 baths, which was crazy. And it's less than what we paid for. Yeah, and pink walls. Or there was one with the bathroom that had the pink toilet, the pink tub, pink tile everywhere. I'm like, good Lord, it looks like someone dumped Pepto-Bismol all through the bathroom. It was pretty pink. And obviously that hadn't been touched because that was something from the 60s. So, but the fact that it's still working in 2022 is amazing to me. It just shows you how they used to make things to last. Yeah, we saw this house at 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Now, granted, it looks like one of the toilets might have been in the pantry off the kitchen. I'm not sure. I probably would be getting rid of that if that's my choice. So, and a lot of the homes down east, because we lived in one when we were down there, have slope ceilings in the bedrooms. And man, that was so hard to live with, because if you have a bed with a headboard, you're like very limited to where you could put it because of the slope ceilings and stuff. But it had 129 acres of land with a pond and streams on it. And that made me kind of overlook the wallpaper and the red kitchen and the toilet and the pantry. Like, that was crazy. 129 acres. We could cut our own 4-wheeling trails and stuff on something like that. So yeah, exactly. It did look like Vegas. Absolutely. It looked like something Elvis had in his house. It just, I guess some people, right? It's not as important to them as long as it's working. They don't care what it looks like, and that's fine. And I wish I was more like that. I wish I was, but I'm the one home all day in the house for the most part, and I'm seeing everything. So I want it to look good. I want it comfortable, and I want it to be something I like looking at and living with. So I do want it to be functional. That's the main thing, but I also want it to look nice. And, I think most people, but I mean, there are a lot of people who they don't care what it looks like as long as it works. And that's great. I envy them, but I couldn't live with that pink bathroom. Couldn't live with it. Exactly. Sometimes it is easier. You rent that steaming machine, and if it's been there a long time, you would think it'd be easier to come off because you're thinking, oh, it's been here forever. Nope. Because the stuff they used to use, could withstand a nuclear bomb. So it is. We've actually cut out pieces and just put drywall in because it's too hard. Sometimes, depending on what kind it is, and if the walls are in good shape, you can paint over it too. We've done that. But yeah, I'm not. And like, it seems like every house we look at now in East covered in wallpaper. And like, see, at one place it was on the ceiling on the walls everywhere. I said to David, I don't think I could live with that. And it would take us a while to get through it all. Wallpaper on the ceiling. There must have been a lot of things doing that house, because I can't imagine. I mean, David always tells couples when they're getting married, like, what's your advice? He always says, if you can hang up many blinds, ceiling fans, and wallpaper together, killing one another, you'll get. And it's true. It's very true. Spent the homes. I need a break. Yeah. I mean, I love old homes. I love them because they have, character, and they usually have the amazing pantries off the kitchens, and they usually have like the original woodwork and sometimes even the hardwood floors. But man, they also come with a lot of headaches. So yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, we've done a lot of tongue and groove wood and shiplap. I love it. It looks great. Someone told me it's going out of style, but I don't care. It's in style for me. And it's much easier than painting and wallpapering. We did our ceiling here. That's what our ceiling is. You can see that. Tongue and groove. Because we have terrible popcorn ceilings in our house, and trying to get rid of them. Yeah, so we're covering them. I just think it's, I mean, I know you're in Quebec, but I just think it's something they do there. It's, yeah. My parents, the house they had a little bath, a little toilet, like you were in the kitchen and there was a door and people thought it was a closet and it wasn't. It was literally a toilet and a sink right there off the kitchen. So I think that's just something they did. So my grandmother didn't really use it. The door was almost always closed. It was basically if somebody was in the other two and there was emergency, yeah. But I am happy to say, other than my parents and my husband's parents, which is really easy, what we were doing for them for Christmas, I am pretty much done Christmas shopping. Like I have a couple little, we drew names this year for stockings in our little family of 4. So I'm only responsible for 1 stocking this year. I'm usually responsible for 3 because let's face it, that's just the way it usually works. And I'm only responsible for 1 this year. So I have 2, 3 more things for the person I drew out of the family, and I'm done. I'll be done by today. I will be done by Saturday, I think. So pretty happy. I know David hasn't even started. I don't think he started, maybe, but he typically is late starting. So yeah. So I don't like being in the stores after today. They're just absolutely crazy. We had to go Monday in the morning to Walmart, and we got there about half after they opened, so about 7:30. That is the time to go. There was hardly anybody in the store. It was awesome. So if I have to go, it's worth getting up and getting dressed and going. Of course, if you go to Walmart, you don't always have to get dressed, at least around here. You can, yeah, that was much better. But people are crazy. It's busy. It's hot in the stores. People are crazy. I just don't like being in the stores after today. And with everything going around, I don't want to be around anybody anyway. So yeah, we do too. Though it doesn't seem to matter with Costco. We have been there. It opens at 9. We have been there at like 8:50 in the parking lot, and there's like everybody waiting. And then you'll start seeing people get out at like 5:02, and they're going to the doors. We still got 5 minutes, and then next thing we know, we see them going in. So apparently, if Costco sees enough people lined up outside 5 minutes before they open, they open. So we have gone middle of the week. We've gone on weekends. We've gone on evenings. We've gone when they first opened. It doesn't matter. That place is always busy. It doesn't. It's certainly less busy if you can get there as soon as they open. Time you're in there, even just a half hour, which we're usually there at least an hour, it's already started to get crazy. So Costco, it doesn't matter. But Tanya, you guys just got a Costco membership, right? So you're going to love it. I know I love ours. I will say I used to love it a lot more, but between supply chain issues and prices of everything, I will say the American Costco is a lot better. And we actually can use our memberships in the States if we ever get back over there. The kids' passports. That's the other thing. It was on the news last night that all the backlog's been caught up and you'll be getting passports in a normal time. We have been waiting for the kids' passports. They charged my credit card for them. I think it was July 26th, and we still haven't gotten them. And it's December 1st tomorrow. So yeah, we got mail by registered mail, which that was really boring. I hated that we had to send the original certificates. We got them back by mail weeks ago. I mean, it was back in October, and then Gracie's came about a week after that, like the first week of November. And but yeah, we were hoping to maybe go after Christmas for just a couple of days into New York, just, because nobody's been anywhere for almost 3 years, just to do something. And I don't know if their passports are going to come in time. It's absolutely crazy. So I just don't know what their and the backlog is done. You'll be getting them normal now. We sure aren't. But all right, folks. Well, I've been on a half hour. It's 10:30 here. I'm starting to feel a little yucky again. I can feel it in my throat, so I'm gonna go have another elderberry tea and get that down, and hopefully we'll do some recording of my next copycat that I'm gonna try and do. So you all have a great week and the weekend. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you all don't catch this yuckiness that's going around. And we'll see you all soon. Have a great week, everybody.